self-practice 7 this time. And this time we're going to look at hip openers. Rather than doing a specific posture, I'm going to just show you a particular position. It's the most effective position I've ever found to really get in, open my hips. And then as I layered it into all the other postures, all the other hip openers, I found I was able to hold them with much more strength. But right now we're just going to focus on using our body weight to incrementally find the hips opening more. Okay, so I'll show you now. Basically, we're going to do it from table position. And I'm going to use the cushions today, so I'll put the cushions on either side. And what I'm going to do, knee in the cushion, and I'm going to take my knees out just a little bit at the start. Okay, now I want you to notice my spine. Is that, see here, there's my core. Okay, so you got to be careful is that you don't be passively in your lower back. Is you want to send your tailbone down a little bit. Is you want to feel your groin and your breastbone coming slightly together so you feel your core work. And you've got nice stable hands, shoulders are open, neck is long. So your body's meeting the ground. And you've got that lift and tone up through your body. So it's not passive. It's really important. You need to hold that control because now look, I'm slowly letting the knees go out. And you do it incrementally. A little bit more, a little bit more. Now, as you let the knees go out, is you need to keep control of your pelvis. So see here, gotta be careful that you're not doing this passive thing in the lower back. It's an active core, even an active pelvic floor, there's tone in it, is you're just letting the knees separate and it's just beginning to really work in at the ball and socket joint. You'll feel the inner thighs work a bit more, they begin to lengthen out. And you can feel the hips open and open, okay? And you just get used to feeling that space where you feel the hips open. You feel a bit of pressure around the ball and socket joint, especially the inner thigh. And you just settle into it. There's no rush, there's no trying to build strength, you're just feeling out the hip and letting it open. And notice how I'm holding a lot of weight in my arms. So I'm taking a lot of weight down through my hands, my upper back is working, so that I'm allowing the weight to be nice and spread, so I can let my hips open and it's reasonably easy, okay? Now I could go further. There it is, a little more. I'm nearly coming to my limit now. So a really nice thing to do, well, it'll get your hips open more. You gotta be gentle with it, yeah? Is now look how I start to roll forward a little bit. And then I'm nice and gently, I'm going back. I'm a subtle little tuck of my pelvis all the time. And now I really feel the joints open around my sit bones, around the groin. And nice and gently. Again, micro movements. And again, notice how I'm taking a lot of weight through my arms and my hands. And I'm just nice and gently rocking back and forward. And you get a lovely deep hip opener. But nice and gently, nice and gently. And it's just a lovely way to feel the hips open. You're really just using your own body weight, but you also have a lot of control. So if you find you've got tight hips and you wanna feel them open, is go and explore this simple movement. And remember, no force. Is no force. Look at all the subtle movements. Nice and slow and gentle, you're just feeling out the space, is moving at a level where you're working on your edge. And the edge is that you're feeling the hips open, at the same time, is you're also able to be calm and relaxed in it. So it's a bit tender, is you're gonna move gently in it. And you're just working your way around the hip socket. So you start to feel it on the inner thigh, but you'll also start to feel it again around the groin, and coming underneath, around to the sit bones a little bit. You may even feel it on the outside of the hip. Just nice and gently. If you wanted to go a little deeper, If you did, if you felt like you could, look, you can come down onto your forearms. Now again, press the forearms in. So you're still lifting up through the arms, shoulders open, neck long, breastbone and groin. So you're still taking, you're still very much, your upper body is very much engaged in it. And there's my hips open a little bit more. And again, when I come forward like this, it really works around to the front of my thigh nearly. You can feel right in around the socket. But again, nice and gently. I'm going to walk my elbows back a little bit. Again, I can really, really feel that. Nice and gently. Nice and gently. So a lovely way to do this is to just play a nice piece of music, and then just 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes is just getting used to feeling your hips open. Nice gentle movements. Now if I come forward again, maybe I'll come forward a little bit more. Just feeling that. Okay. And as we're coming out, curl the toes, draw the knees in, and there you go. Okay, so now I was doing that in my own practice. I'd spend 10 or 15 minutes doing that. Okay, and then if you come back into a nice sitting easy pose, get yourself nice and comfortable. Make sure that the legs are resting on the feet. You got a bit of height for your sit bones if you need it, so the pelvis is stable. Sitting nice and free in your spine. And then notice that the legs rest a little bit easier onto the feet. Is that you can feel that extra bit of space and releasing the hips. Okay, and just getting comfortable feeling that extra bit of space and openness, especially if the hips are tight. Is that practice? Anytime I do it in class or on teacher training, you get a range of responses from "this is amazing," "wow, I've never felt my hips so much," "this is brilliant," to "this is torture," this is really intense. And I'm taking everybody through the same process of micro movements and finding their edge and their limit. You know, so if you do have that tenderness, if it is tight and that tightness can be sore, is micro movements, small movements, spending time in it. Think about you're meeting your body and then you're gently massaging your body, so you feel pressure and then release, a pressure and then a release. And it's your ability to engage in that pressure and release. Is your body in its natural integrity. There's tone and release. It spontaneously engages, it spontaneously releases. So when you apply that same sort of pressure and release, is you're reminding the body to be in its natural state, to be in that openness, that giving engagement in the body. When you tease the body out like that, and you'll find that the body begins to respond. But the only thing you need to avoid is the too much intensity. You don't want the body to brace. It's the last thing you want the body to do is brace, because it's telling you it's too much. So again, the hips will be tight, so gently, and less intensity, more time in it. That's really the trick. And just have the patience. And that's what, for me, that's what got my hips open far more, is that one thing. I was doing postures for years, and I was always a challenge, especially with the strong standing and stepping out. I always found that a challenge. And then I just came across this one day in my practice. I just thought I'd give it a go. You know, I found myself in it, and I just found my hips, just the way I applied my weight and the give, is they just opened up. And it only took me a few sessions, and I just cracked opening my hips in those strong standing postures, and I've been trying to figure out for a long time. So very, very powerful, very, very effective, but again, gently. Okay, so let me know how you get on with it. If you have any questions, fire them in. If you have any particular postures that you want us to go through, let us know, and we'll see you again.